It's a bargain with the devil, isn't it? YouTube celebrity. You get your fame, you get your adoration, you get your income, but at what price? Price? I think you know the price. It's sub for soul.
Opinions expressed by Satan are his own and do not reflect those of this channel, YouTube, or Google. They're not intended to demean any of the industrious and talented YouTubers who against all odds still retain possession of their immortal souls. Nor are they meant to interfere with the viewer's solemn duty to imagine every clown and jackass on this service complexly.
The following is inspired by a sprinkle of glitter, Neafcy, and Carrie Fletcher, who is talking with Benjamin Cook in his new role as YouTube Oprah, all of whom have better standing to talk about this topic than I do. Flashback. The first generation of vloggers had no idea what they were getting into. They just turn on the camera and talk, do sketches, sing songs, show us where they live, show us random things they own, make tea. Innocence. Compared to traditional media, YouTube made it easy for anyone to get started. No gatekeepers, minimal equipment, production values? Back then?
Production value?
Clearly, we've outgrown a lot of that, but we do hold on to the old mythology. The mythology that YouTube is more than a hosting and streaming service for video. The old religion preaches it's a messianic transformation of media, new rules, or new media, no rules. We pretend it's better than TV. TV is governed by gatekeepers who decide who gets a show and who gets canceled, RIP community. But YouTube is democracy in action. If you can press record, you can have a channel, and you can keep that channel as long as you come up with stuff to put on it. You can do anything you can think of within the limits of copyright law and decency. TV creates a gap between performer and audience. Performers, royal, godlike, up on pedestals. Audience, passive, peasants, potatoes, couch potatoes. But according to the religion of YouTube, there is no us and them. We're a community, all one level. We leave comments, we click like, we meet in park, we share hugs, we bring uke, sit in circle, sing Jason Mraz song. I don't know if it was ever true, but right now, this is somewhere between a naive fantasy and a dangerous delusion. No wonder it creates cognitive dissonance for our homegrown celebrities. We complain about it endlessly. Oh, it's not like the old days. Whatever happened to the community? Stay tuned for the extras. I'll show you what happened to the community. Look, at one level, it's just a numbers game. No YouTuber can be besties with hundreds of thousands of fans. It just can't be done. You know what can be done? Conventions. These days, the biggest YouTubers have so many adoring fans that a cottage industry has sprung up to stage events around the world where fans are charged money and happy to pay it just to get within signing, hugging, selfie range of their favorite YouTubers. Some of that money goes to pay for security and crowd management because without security and crowd management, bad things can happen, and have. Your ticket is basically a license to scream, and you can use this license anytime you spot any of your blessed idols. If you're one of those idols, you are wined and dined and afforded the opportunity to indulge your fantasy of being a rock star. Irony alert! The conventions are advertised as bringing stars and fans together. But instead, what they deliver is tangible proof that the gulf between star and fan is widening from awkward to unbridgeable, possibly approaching unsustainable. Rope lines, barriers, fans on one side, stars on the other, never to meet, except briefly at the signing table. Stars get VIP access badges, VIP lounges, VIP parties, VIP handlers, VIP secret back corridors, VIP food and beverage, VIP transportation, VIP accommodations, and fans get denied entrance to all of the above. Fans get herded into long queues where they will wait patiently for hours to collect what they paid for. The privilege of proximity, a privilege that lasts, 20 seconds, 30, 40, before security and crowd management, which the fans have also paid for, intervene and tell them to hurry it along. Actually, many of the people who tell you to hurry it along are volunteers, unpaid. Don't ask me what fantasy they're indulging. Of course, we now know that even with security and crowd management, bad things can happen, and have. Hey, here's a thought. Let's put adoring young teenage fans up in the same hotels with the attractive performers they idolize. And then let's orchestrate the entire event to reinforce any sense of entitlement those performers may harbor. And at the same time, let's instill a pattern of obedience and submissiveness by the fans. What could possibly go wrong? Why are stars so pampered? Well, that's easy. Because they're stars. They're the draw. Conference organizers are simply obeying the iron law of show business, asses and seats. That's all that matters. Box office, view counts, view time. If you can put asses in seats, eyeballs on screens, you have a career. If not, sorry, you have a hobby. I have a hobby. Some YouTubers take all this in stride. It's simply another item in the job description. If you want to make a living at YouTubing, you have to put up with a modicum of adoration. Oh, it's a tough life. But you have to do it. Like filling out a timesheet if you work at an agency. Not every star finds adoration as a burden. Some are completely happy to drink it in. They'll put up an Instagram. Look at me and look at the 5,000 people over there who are also looking at me. This is meant to endear them to the hundreds of thousands of fans who haven't spent the money to be props in a selfie. But some stars are conflicted. They show up, bask in the adoration, sell their merch, smile for the selfies, and then they go home and fret about it. They get on camera to tell us how unhappy our attention makes them. I don't blame them. I mock them, but I don't blame them. I respect them for it. Fame is a burden. With great fame comes great responsibility, and some YouTubers actually take that very seriously. That's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Until next time, I'm Mickeleh. DVD extras. So look, here's the truth about the community. The community is actually alive and well and shows up at the conventions. At conventions as in bed, not everyone is a screamer. People actually have conversations. There are plenty of mid-level YouTubers hanging out, offering support to each other, having fun, running into old friends, making new ones. That's why I go. No, not really. I just want to find out how tall people are, because on screen everybody's the same height. Here's a playlist with the 3 videos that inspired today's rant. And tomorrow, Sprinkle of Glitter, Neafcy, and Carrie H. Fletcher. And here I am last summer at VidCon in a report by USA Today's Jefferson Graham. And here's part 2 of this rant. Bye now.